my research on collaborative models, I took an interest in Wikipedia. Of course, this is in the 2003, 2006, 2007 timeline, and Wikipedia, of course, is this massive public data set for researchers to look at how collaboration happens. And I had a colleague at Stanford who had written some software that could go through a Wikipedia entry and tell us exactly who had submitted what piece of text in the Wikipedia system. The only problem was that this took about 3 seconds per entry to process. So I went around to my colleagues at MIT and at Harvard to find out if anybody would be interested in solving my problem to make this go faster. Because otherwise,
so 3 seconds wasn't good enough?
No, 3 seconds was not good enough, because if we're going to analyze the entire corpus of Wikipedia, that would take us about 10 years to do or so, and it was growing as well, so we'd never catch up. So I asked a bunch of my colleagues, and none of them were interested in my problem. And I was pretty bummed about that. I was gonna basically say, well, maybe I'll just do a small subset, pick a random sample, and do that. And then I sort of recalled that there was this company called TopCoder, which was doing these very interesting things with software development platforms and contests. I said, well, maybe I can approach TopCoder and see if they'd be willing to run a contest for me, and I can kick the tires about what they're about, and then also from there get my problem solved as well. So I approached TopCoder, and we agreed to run a contest for 2 weeks to solve this Wikipedia problem, analysis problem.
So when we told you 2 weeks, were you thinking, no way?
I was like, oh, I had 2 weeks. I'm like, okay, if you guys say, Mike Lydon, the CTO, was very confident. Oh yeah, we can do this in 2 weeks. And I'm like, okay. And then the contest prize, I said, look, I've got no money. I'm a poor researcher. And so I was able to cobble together some funding for the prize money, but the prize money was also very reasonable. And I'm like, this doesn't seem right, but let's try it anyway. And we did. We ran the contest for 2 weeks. And literally we went from, I think, 3 seconds to 200 milliseconds in solving the processing problem,
which is like more than a magnitude.
Yes, exactly. I can't do my math right now, but yeah, it was very compelling. It was so compelling that I thought, this Wikipedia stuff is interesting, but this is actually even more interesting to me in terms of a researcher. Like, here we have a system where I took a fairly tough problem and put it out there, and in 2 weeks we were able to solve it.